What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Yes, I'm back. Sorry about being MIA last week. We did have a lot of fatigue, mentally, physically, and a lot of tiredness coming through the body, so that's why there was no video, because I was planning to do this last weekend, but I ended up pretty much not doing anything. I did have a refeed day, which I'll go into later, to mitigate this fatigue that kicked in, but overall I just wasn't there mentally to be able to provide content for you guys. So that being said, today we are going to get another video in. I'll be running you through my supplements that I take during the morning and then into my meals that I eat around 7 weeks out from my first show. I know this video will be posted, and then probably afterwards I think I'm going to be having a macro and food realignment recheck tomorrow with Coach, so I believe they'll be dropping down further just to start stripping this fat off again, because I have plateaued a little bit, so we'll just be digging a little bit deeper to get that last little extra bit off. So let's get after it. Alrighty, first thing what I do when I wake up, I usually get in around 800 mils to 1 litre of water before I come out and take my supplements. So I've got some vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, a multivitamin and some fish oils, just to try to keep the body regulating as best possible. I also have greens formula and a electrolyte supplement, as I have noticed that my sodium and potassium levels have been off balance lately, which is causing a little bit more fatigue, but also causing a little bit more muscular crampage, and also other side effects. You can look into that if you want, but it is something that I'm just trying to mitigate and be able to keep my body in a shape which is going to be able to perform. Honestly, with these as well, no brand really does the charm. It's all pretty much stock standard from the shops, Elite Supplements, Woolworths. They all pretty much do the same. I've found no difference. So got all the vitamins, green drink. Does look a bit average, but tastes pretty good, so we ain't complaining. Now that that's done, time for a coffee. Enjoy. Probably about an hour, I'll have my first meal. Meal 1, about to go in. It is what you've seen before: oatmeal, protein, berries, and a English muffin. Around 830 calories to start the day. It's around 100 grams of carbs, 40 protein, and 20 fat. I usually use this as my pre-gym meal. The higher fats allow the slower process of carbohydrates, and also the oatmeal fills me up a lot better for the day. I'm sure as we check in next week, this meal probably will be changed to cater for what coach sends to me to start reducing the fat a little bit more, so let's enjoy it while it lasts. So with the protein, I do use a bit of casein protein, so it does slow release, also a little bit more voluminous, because this meal is my favourite and we like to enjoy it. With meals, I do recommend splitting them over around 4 to 5 good meals through the day. And there we have it, meal 1. I'll show you macros on the screen, but I'm gonna sit down and enjoy. Take this, watch a bit of YouTube. So meals 2 and 3 I will show you now. Pretty much I've got a busy day going on today, so they will be pre-packed meals, so I will be taking them with me out so I don't skip a meal and I do hit my meal timings. It is important to try keep your meals around the same time with the same meals, especially when going this far into prep. It just allows the body to know what's happening. It gets used to the foods that you're putting in. And then also we can account for these variables when we do need to make small changes. It's going to be meals 2 and 3. They are the exact same. So it's rice, chicken, and vegetables. I keep it simple because I do lack time during the day and week sometimes. So pretty much during prep and I guess anything, lifesavers are going to be your air fryer and a rice cooker. Honestly, it takes me about 30 minutes to prep my chicken and rice for a couple of days, and then I use frozen vegetables. Not always the best for nutrient value, but it also just allows me to be quicker in meal timings and prepping. So alrighty, so I've got my frozen veg, pre-cooked rice in a tub, and some chicken as well. Go through a lot of chicken during the week, so I do stock up a fair bit. I make sure that I do eat it before it goes off anyway, so no wastage here. So I got 250 grams of cooked rice. I just use Woolworths long grain white rice. Keep it the same and consistent through all prep. 250 on the dot. Next one. So 250 grams white rice, 200 grams frozen veg. I use winter vegetables because it is lower carb, a little bit more volume. A little bit extra, chuck it on the other meal. So when it comes to my chicken and protein, pretty much after my post-gym meal with the chicken and rice is 140 gram chicken breast, and my second meal is 90, so just ensuring that after my session I get enough protein. So these meals come out to be around 500 calories, around 70 grams of carbs each, and vary between around 50 and 40 grams of protein. So there we have it, 2 meals for the day, prepped, ready, takes 5 minutes. Alright, we are at the last meal of the day. It is around 600 calories, I believe. It is 2 English muffins, bacon, cottage cheese and chicken. Alright, let's get it sorted because I am starving. We're going to get this in, watch a bit of TV and wind down for the night. I usually tend to get my last meal in around 7:15, 7:30 p.m. The English muffins, the best seasoning for prep with very minimal calories, 4 calories per serving. Red hot wing sauce buffalo works a charm with my cottage cheese. From there, what I do is I slice up the bacon, cook it on the pan, and then mix it with the cottage cheese and hot wing sauce, and then put it on my English muffins with the chicken. And Bob's your uncle, dinner's ready. Catch me when it's cooked. Bon appetit. That sums up my day of eating. I'm sure tomorrow, like I said, it will change, so I'll keep you updated and also probably do another one before I head off. And I guess next thing I'll touch base in the morning and talk through, I guess, what happened last week and the mental side of things that I faced, and then also the plan going ahead for the next 5 weeks. And I'm going to enjoy this meal and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace. What's going on? Welcome back. It is Sunday now, day after what you just saw through my meals. So pretty much had a good check-in, I guess, this morning, but also my weight is holding, which is, I guess Josh and I are unsure as to why it is, but we have time, though we also are putting measures in, so my calories have dropped again. Training days, they've dropped from, I think, 2.4k now down to 2,000, and non-training days from 1,800 down to 1,600. So quite a substantial drop. I know definitely these next 4 weeks, 5 weeks are going to be quite tough. We will be pushing a lot harder. I believe cardio might go up a little bit as well. But overall, it's what needs to be done. Going to have to start pushing hard to get into the condition we need to be. That being said, mentioning off last week we just were running a bit flat, so my check-in last week was very flat. You could see that the muscles were quite depleted, which led to an implementation of a little refeed, so carbs went up quite a bit. It went from 300 to 450. I didn't train. All I did was 10,000 steps Saturday, Sunday, and pretty much just stayed home, watched Netflix, played some Nintendo Switch, just to mitigate some of the fatigue going on, let the body recover a little bit, and also have a little bit of a mental break. Wasn't as such like a cheat meal to get like a real mental break from prep, but also it was just enough to get the body firing again for a good week of training. This was meant to lead into, well, we expected to lead to a good drop in body weight, but for some reason my body is holding around that 89 kilo mark. Hence why this week we've put in play that drop in calories and increase cardio. So tune in. I will do another little check-in next weekend, but please like, subscribe. Any questions, any comments, please drop them below, and also let me know what you want to see next. But thanks for all the love and support, guys. Looking forward to the next 4 weeks of prep, and we go from there. Have a good one.